If I was running like one gun, if you could only have one gun, this is it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike Glover here, Fieldcraft Survival. I have a special guest today. I'm in Ready Gunner's office. Ready Gunner is a range that we use in Provo, Utah. Good buddy Neil and Casey run this range. I'm sitting down with Chris Craighead. You might have heard of him. 2019, he did some courageous acts that I'll let you Google. Just Google Chris Craighead. That's all you got to do. Using his experience in special forces, he's done a design of a special pistol that I wanted to allow you guys to see for the first time because really the public hasn't seen it. Chris, I wanted to get your feedback on how this came about. Like, what was the idea, and then what was the thought put into this pistol?
Whilst I was getting ready to retire from the military, I reached out to ZEV, who I knew personally, and said, hey, I'm going to move to the United States and I kind of want my own gun set up. Alec, the owner of ZEV Technology, said, well, why don't we just work together on this? So then we started talking and putting a design together. So the first part of this design, it's every soldier's dream, where if you said you can have whatever gun you want, or you can design whatever gun you want. So if I was going to do missions again, or if I was going to work law enforcement or military, and I could choose my own gun, this is the gun that I would use, and this is the gun that I would run. The other component of it was, in 2020 onwards, lots of friends of mine from the United States of America were reaching out and saying, hey Chris, I've never owned a gun, but I think now is time is to own a gun. I want to buy one. What pistol should I buy? Which then opened up a lot of questions. Would be, what do you actually want it for? Do you want it to defend yourself? Do you want it to carry every day? Do you want to go on or just go on the range and have fun? So every answer would send me down a different lane of saying, well, you should get this gun, you should get another gun. This weapon system here answers that question. So now I'd say, hey, if you never owned a gun but you want to start shooting and you don't know how it's going to evolve, this is the gun, because part of the whole setup is about versatility. For me, it covers every sort of thing you do. If you want to conceal carry, you can use it for that. If you want to just go on the range, shoot targets, you can use it for that. If you want to use it for home defense or to defend yourself and your family, and then for be an asset, this is the weapon system.
I'm excited because we're going to do first impression shooting it. Chris has given me the opportunity to shoot this pistol for the first time as well, which I'm super stoked about. ZEV Technologies makes amazing pistols, rifles, custom guns. So without further ado, I mean, it's cool because this literally is the first time we've unboxed this, and I've never seen it before, but I've heard you talk about it on Evan's podcast, on the Black Rifle podcast. So here we go. I'll let you do the honors. You hear that noise it made? It just does that automatically. All right, there it is.
I don't know. Are we going to edit? We can edit stuff.
Yeah,
you can say this is like what on Pulp Fiction when he opens up. This is actually what was in it. And John Travolta was looking at it. Was just ahead of the curve.
Look. First impressions of the gun, just looking at it without touching it. Obviously, there's a muzzle brake on it. And I'm a big fan of braking and compensating the front end of the gun, because muzzle flip on a pistol can increase your split times, your overall time, and reduce the accuracy on target because there's a lull. And a lot of pistols that we grew up with in the military didn't have compensation. I also noticed that, this is an OZ9, right? So a lot of people are confused about the relationship between an OZ9 and a Glock. Can you talk about that a little bit?
So the OZ9 is in essence 3 guns in one. It's part Glock, part 1911, and part Sig Sauer 320. At a glance, it looks like a Glock, and people think, oh, it's a modified Glock. It's not a modified Glock. The OZ9 is the OZ9.
Standalone pistol completely.
Yes.
All standalone. Yep.
And the reason it's the three weapon systems. Firstly, you've got the appearance of a Glock, and you can put Glock parts on these weapon systems. Notably, what's all that is about are holsters and magazines, because most people in law enforcement or military will have Glock sort of systems or set up for Glocks. So it allows to use the OZ9 and then use all the equipment that you might have acquired over the years and not have to buy new magazines, new holsters. You can just put the OZ9 into your old holsters.
I never thought of that.
For the 320, it's the modularity, so we can take out the sort of what is the firearm part of the weapon system, and then swap it out, so you can change your grip sizes, your slides. You can completely change the pistol setup in just a few seconds. And then the 1911, I don't want to take this out of the box yet because I'm still excited about it, but is the grip angle. So what Alec, who designed the OZ9, the owner of ZEV, he wanted it, like I say, like a Glock style pistol, but felt like a 1911. So it has the 11-degree grip angle.
Yeah, super steep, right?
Yeah.
Look, I didn't even know that about the OZ9. I knew it was kind of like a model, but I thought it was also a modified Glock. But the interchangeability of, especially the adaptability of all the equipment that people commit to. The first thing I asked him when we were going to do this was like, hey, does this work in Glock holsters? Because I need to bring a Glock holster to be able to run it out of a holster. And it does. It's all interchangeable. This is 001, and you said it's limited, but this is going to be available through ZEV in custom or like through distribution, so people could buy this.
People can buy this from the 15th of June.
15th of June. I imagine by the time you're seeing this, this might be available. So I think we should hit the range. Hey guys, before we continue on the video, I want to put in my own embedded ads because I could do that. It's my own channel. I mean, that's what I do. Also, if I did an ad and it was gun related, it would be suppressed, which is one of the reasons I started Patreon, so you guys can get the shoot, move, mindset, all the things that we do without the fear of suppression. That costs money to run. Patreon takes their cut. But if you hit the link below, you can check out all the value that we're providing in shoot, move, mindset. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing, including following this channel. Make sure you click the link below and follow my Patreon. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, we're here with Chris. We're on the range right now. I'll let you take it, Chris. Whatever you want to do test-wise, just to get an evaluation, and then I'll try it as well.
Yeah, so this is going to be the first time in the trials and development. Clearly, I've fired the gun before, and we've seen the videos and photographs. But this is the 001 out the box. First time I've fired it. First time it's ever been fired here at Ready Gunner.
What do you think? What's first impressions? I mean, from back here, it's like super flat.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I wanted with the compensator. Keeping it low, keeping it fire. It's real nice to fire. Trigger, as we'd expect from ZEV Technologies, the Pro Trigger just really works well with the whole setup. Really happy with it.
Awesome. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do 2 targets. Well, we got 2 targets in front of us. And actually, I'll start off on one. But I noticed stepping behind Chris, it was super flat. And I like that. I like flat guns because that reduces the muzzle flip, allows you to shoot faster and more accurate over time. So I'm just gonna do a couple of rounds and experiment a little bit and just see how it overall feels. But so far, I mean, in my hand, and I have a pretty large hand, it feels like proper, feels proper. It's almost scary. It almost has like negative muzzle flip, and which is weird because it's exciting to shoot, because when you shoot it, it lands in the same spot and it sets you up. Like I just went full ham on the head and was really surprised at how it stays and maintains that flat position. What I tell you guys in like gunfighter pistol is when you align a pistol and you get indexed on the target, you don't have time to micromanage each individual round. You only have time to position and align it, hold the gun in a proper position, and manage the trigger and send it. That with this pistol is very easy to do, but also I already know it's going to have super fast split times. Like 0.12 split times is not going to be difficult for this gun to accomplish. So yeah, so first impressions are it's reliable, it was repeatable, and I think overall super accurate, at least at this distance. It would be cool to shoot a 25-meter bull. Maybe I'll do that for you as like bonus footage on Patreon, just to shoot the 25-meter bull to see what kind of accuracy we extract from this. Here's one thing that you told me, Chris, and this develops over time because we're used to taking guns in the military and operating with them and training with them, putting thousands and thousands of rounds. What is the true testament to this gun? Is it time? Is it round count? Like, when will you say, like, hey, this is potentially one of the best guns in the world? Does that just happen over the evolution of time?
I don't know. I think it's very personal to me.
Yeah.
Just like if anyone else does their own gun, it's going to have the little things that they've learned and that are applicable to their service. But I think this is just, like I say, this is like a record of my 28 years in the military. And bearing in mind that, as it's been said before, and I keep going on about it, but you know, the first time I ever killed anyone in combat was with a pistol. So,
wow.
to me,
Yeah.
it's important to have the right tools for the right job for the right people. And where this gun, as we just saw, comes into effect is that out the box, no alterations, no extra sights, no extra trigger, nothing on. This is out the box, good to go. It's good to go, and it really is. So I don't know if you agree or not, but it's picking it out of the box. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to worry about anything. It's ready to be used.
Yeah, the big thing with me and Chris personally is he's a man of integrity, and he wouldn't put out something that's garbage. So he's putting out the right tool, and my whole thing with people in the industry and space, especially from a position of integrity, is if it's the right tool for the right person, the right job, and Chris puts his name behind it, Craighead as a model is something that you could stand behind. I'm proud to know you as a person, but also really excited about this future with ZEV, and so should you guys, man. I mean, this is pretty exciting. It's not really often that you see a guy with Chris's operational experience communicate with a gun manufacturer, and that gun manufacturer full bear roll out the red carpet and say, let's do this together. I think that's one of the transitional elements that made SIG who it is today, because they took on special operations guys that had a myriad of experience. They worked with great engineers and they made something happen. That's exactly what I'm seeing here with ZEV, with Chris, with this marriage, a beautiful marriage in this relationship. So yeah, congratulations on this so far, man. I'm looking forward to seeing how this, what this takes place, or what this relationship takes place over time and what it looks like. But I'm also excited about this other pistol that you said that you're designing with the compact carry in mind. What, can you talk a little bit about that?
Again, it's very early stages. Going back to what I said earlier, this is, if you could only have one weapon system, one pistol, this is the one, and it's the jack of all trades. It's, again, outside the waistband is where it belongs really, but if you needed to do covert carry or concealed carry as we call it here, you can still use it for that. Again, you might have to adapt it a little bit to suit that sort of configuration, but it's for everything, and that's what I wanted it for. However, so what we're moving on to, again, early stages, would be my choice if I had the big budget to have, hey, this is going to be my assault pistol, my all-round use pistol, but I needed to have a concealed carry pistol, that's all I was going to use it for. This is maybe what we'll see in the future. My take from my experience on concealed carry and a real specialized pistol with ZEV in that line.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too, man. Guys, all of Chris's stuff is below. ZEV, the links, everything's below in the notes. Chris, thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity for this. Guys, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification tab, do all that good stuff, and do me a favor, leave your comments and your questions for Chris below. Chris will be looking at this content and answering your questions below. If you have anything, especially as it relates to this, please get on that. And it's an opportunity for you to interact with a special operations guy who the community has a lot of respect for. So till next time, guys.